Look at you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a
So
big cut.
young. Good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Your hair looks great.
It looks so.
Isn't it
Oh, it looks
pretty?
beautiful.
Looks really. I want to put jewelry on you now.
What up?
Jacob, come here, buddy. Let me hook you up.
Hi, kids. These are all. All right. There's that. All right. Thank you. Oh, I'll send you the feet. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Lovely.
Did you see the flowers they brought in? That's really nice.
Yeah.
It just goes my neck. Oh my god.
Ooh. Incredibly, I don't know how to say this. Blossom, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome. Blossom, it's been much too long a day. Seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. Send the sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I've been much too long a day. To me, it was all the same. Tracey, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome. Sunshine, you've got much more to say. Let me hear your sunshine melt my cares away. La 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 la.
I've imagined this moment about 1,000,000 times, and I know it's been said that a dream's never lived in real life.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Hi.
Come on up here.
I'm coming up.
Oh my god.
Sexy.
Yeah, sexy. Beautiful. You're stunning. Let's see you. Oh, you did so good.
Thank you. You look
Oh.
nice.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Here.
This beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing. Thing they call love. that you know it, when you know that it's right. With each step you're taking, we're getting closer to the rest of our lives. Just look at me, I'll look at you. Forget the world now, it's just us two. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing.
ברוכים הבאים בשם אדוני, ברכנוכם מבית אדוני. Blessed are you who come in God's name. We bless you in this place where God dwells. מי אדיר על הכל, מי ברוך על הכל, מי גדול על הכל, הוא יברך את החתן ואת הכלה. The one who is strong above all, the one who is blessed above all, the one who is great above all. May that one bless this groom and this bride. Blessings of welcome also to the other members of this intimate gathering. David's children, Gabriella and her husband, my rabbinic colleague Louis, their son Asher Meir, Jacob and his bride Mayu, their recent marriage, a harbinger of the joy we're celebrating today. Serena and Jesse and Tracey's children, so dear to my heart as well, Jacob, Samantha, and Zoe. This amazing new generation. And siblings, Billy, Elisa, and Tracey's parents, Gloria and Harry Myers. Some others are at a distance, but here in spirit, sending their good wishes for this occasion. Notably, David's mother, Judy. And some cannot physically join us because they have departed from this world. Among them, David's beloved father, Mark, whose spiritual presence comforts us. Finally, other relatives, community members, and friends assembled to bear witness to these nuptial rites. Warmest welcome to all. Jewish tradition has the bride and groom stand under a chuppah, the marriage canopy, symbolic both of the home, whose roof protects a family from the elements, and of the heavens, in whose broad expanse and starry field God ordains and destines loving souls to unite. It's a frail structure, a reminder to us that married people must look beyond the need for physical security to that of spiritual support to be sustained in their life together. So please come under the chuppah. A Jewish wedding comprises the unification of two originally separate ceremonies: Elusin, betrothal, and Nisuin, uplifting. In keeping with the ancient tradition, blessings are recited over 2 cups of wine. A common Hebrew term for marriage, kiddushin, means sanctifying. The 2 sets of blessings over wine remind us that 2 sacred and unique personalities are brought to this union and that their union itself is sacred. We begin with Elusin, betrothal, which affirms the sacred, exclusive nature of this marriage bond. Just 1 cup for now. I'll call you back later. And you could give it to David. He'll hold the cup. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al arayot, v'asa lanu et arusot, v'tir lanu et הנשואות, לנו על ידי חופה וקידושין. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש עמו ישראל, על ידי חופה וקידושין. Take a sip and then give to your bride. Put it back here. We could just use this for the second one too, I guess. The bride and groom will now offer their personal vows.
David, you are my partner in all areas of life, and I love creating this new life together for the next 50 years. I feel truly grateful we found each other after 21 years after we first met, and we almost instantly, when we reconnected, knew that we were destined to be soulmates. My beshert, which means destiny or fate in Yiddish. David, I love your deeply compassionate heart, your commitment to trying to make people's lives better, whether it's to help a patient walk better, fixing the handlebars on Zoe's bike so she can ride more easily, or massaging my cold feet on a night in the winter. I knew I had fallen for you when you picked up the guitar and sweetly sang a love song to me, tenderly holding me in your gaze as you strummed the guitar. I love your smart mind and your ability to see things that aren't there. The sunrise in our future house streaming through the windows, the field of sunflowers yet to be planted, grandchildren playing ping pong in the basement. I love how you make me laugh over the smallest things until we're crying and gasping for breath, until we start to laugh all over again. I love how you protect me, hold my hand when we climb over rocks, start a fire in the cold house at night, make sure the generator has gas in case of power failures, and salting the front porch so I don't fall. When we were first dating, you would record something for me every night, a chapter in a book that you read out loud, a song you would sing, or just your thoughts about us, the future, and our new love. You literally would talk me to sleep, telling me about different colors, flowers, sunrises, and trees, easing me into rest, listening to your kind voice. When I think about our future, I picture how together we're creating our forever home that will hold Thanksgivings and Passover Seders, grandchildren who spend the night and wake us up early to play, trips to exotic places around the world, not too scary, and spending time together walking, hiking, yoga, watching romantic comedies, reading, singing, dancing in the kitchen to hits from the 70s and 80s. David, there's no one I would trust more than you to navigate challenges together. You and I balance each other out so well. You calm me down when I'm upset, soften my parenting when I'm a bit strict. Hence the never-ending supply of Oreo cookies and Pop-Tarts and Dr. Pepper and muffins. And you remind me to plan the trade and trade the plan when I want to give up on something. David, you and I have committed to being stable, strong, and courageous as we go through our future together. With our 9 children, 1 grandson, there's never a dull moment. When we get a phone call that there was a slight fender bender, or someone is sick and needs help, or many challenges of life, I know we will hold hands, nod to each other, and support our children and our extended family in any way that is needed. I commit to be your partner for life, to live with honesty, care, and compassion, to communicate fully and fearlessly, to walk this journey together. I give you my hands to build our future together, and my heart as a sanctuary of warmth, peace, and devotion as I join my life to you.
So beautiful. Tracey, there is so much I admire about you. You're insightful and thoughtful, bright and wise, loving of life and committed to working to enhance the quality of life of others. You are a caring and devoted mom, always steady, always loving. Tracey, there are so many things I adore about you. Your smile and your sense of humor, your laugh and your wit, your gentleness and your beauty. And Tracey, there is so much in you I love. The sweetness of your kiss, the compassion in your heart, the kindness in your eyes. Your eyes are kind when you listen to Jacob, Sam, and Zoe when they tell you about their day. They come in spring-loaded with all that has happened in their lives, and you hear them one at a time or all at once, and you are caring throughout. Your eyes are kind when you listen to your clients tell you what troubles them. They start with such distress, and their worry eases as you thoughtfully help them with their troubles. Your eyes are kind when you teach a yoga or a meditation class to guide us in finding a way to settle our busy minds. Your thoughts are clear, and you look at your students with care. And your eyes are kind when you look at me with love. Tracey, you are my true companion in life. You are the one I hold hands with, taking a walk on a trail. You are the one who gets us up early to see the sunrise together. You are with me climbing the hill to see a new sunset. Wherever I am in the world, your presence touches me. Since the moment I fell in love with you, I have never once felt alone. With you, this lucky life, for which I am so grateful, has meaning I could have never imagined. I remember in our early days when we began to fall in love, there was a moment I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. I look back on that moment when we were just sharing dinner as the point that my life changed forever. We were just talking, and something struck us both as so funny that we broke out laughing with ease, with understanding, and with delight. In the calendar of my life, that entry would say, "With this moment, your future will forever be changed." Tracey, I commit to be your partner for life, to live with honesty, care, and compassion, to communicate fully and fearlessly, to walk this journey together. I give you my hands to build our future together, and my heart as your sanctuary of warmth, peace, and devotion as I join my life to yours.
We turn to the exchange of rings. symbolizing this couple's endless circle of love and sacred commitment, and with the ring goes a blessing. So Shia, will you just repeat the words? Okay. Hare, actually, we start with you. We start with you.
So I'm putting it on him?
No, you give to her first. Hare, at mikudeshet li bitabaat zo kedat Moshe uMiriam veYisrael. And now your turn. Hare ata mikudash li bitabaat zo kedat Moshe uMiriam veYisrael. The groom and bride declare that they're consecrated to each other according to the sacred custom of our people. They've placed the rings on each other's index finger, whose vein is said to travel straight to the heart. And we're going to continue now. Gabriella and Rabbi Lewis will sing in English and Hebrew.
Hark, my beloved comes over the mountain, running and leaping and dancing my way. They run to the window and peer through the curtain. Rise up, my love, let's go away.
Hark, my beloved comes over the mountain, running and leaping and dancing my way. They run to the window and peer through the curtain. Rise up, my love, let's go away. The light of the sun's here to stay, and the rain, she is gone, and the winter is done, and the time for singing is come. Hark, my beloved comes over the mountain, running and leaping and dancing my way. They run to the window and peer through the curtain. Rise up, my love, let's go away. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Hark, my beloved comes over the mountain, running and leaping and dancing my way. They run to the window and peer through the curtain. Rise up, my love, let's go away. The light of the sun's here to stay, and the rain, she is gone, and the winter is done, and the time for singing is come. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Cold O.D. Cold O.D.
David and Tracey, you have just sealed your relationship by the giving and receiving of rings. I'm now asking your children to join us as we begin a symbolic expression of the family union. So you can come up. 7 children. And this will need to be cleared.
Okay.
But that's not your job, though.
Okay.
This stuff will need to be cleared off first.
Okay, just do this here.
I'm not sure where to put this.
Can I take the one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This beautiful ceremony is symbolized by combining these 3 vessels of sand, which create a lasting visual representation of the promises and intentions for your marriage. Our families lay the foundation for our being. So the turquoise sand. The turquoise sand represents the groom and all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. Please pour half of your sand. Yeah.
Just start. Yeah, represent just a little. Okay, okay. Just a little. Each of you can do a little.
And the white sand represents the bride and all that you were, all that you are, all that you will ever be. Please pour half of your sand. Okay. The purple sand represents the children: Zoe, Samantha, Jacob, Jesse, Serena, Jacob, and Gabriella. Please come up and pour sand.
So we all do it together.
Okay. Oh, all of us together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I like this.
But leave some over, right?
How much?
Just pour some.
Because you have to pour the remaining sand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay? The groom and the bride will now pour their remaining sand. Your children's sand is in the center, just as they are in the center of your world. And the visual effect layers them in your love and protection. Notice that each color holds its own unique beauty, strength, and character. They can stand on their own and be whole without the need of anything else. However, when all are blended together, they create an entirely new and more extraordinary entity. You will notice that these individual colors do not cease to exist, but are now blended together, and it is this blending that is marriage and the unity of family.
And the dog.
And the dogs. Yeah.
Yes. Kol hakavod. Okay, you can sit now. Oh my God. And we need new wine. Actually, here, I'll do it. But where is it?
Regina.
So we need wine, Regina.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to hold it and be careful to hold it away from your dress. Nisuin, uplifting, brings the marriage commitment to an even higher level of accord as we celebrate the joining together of life's many threads. Your union is at once legal, spiritual, physical, and emotional. On all these levels, you're promising to be responsible for each other. And with your pledge to uplift each other, we, your family, and your friends, and your community, publicly affirm the emotional contract of comfort, love, and friendship you give to each other. We continue in this vein with 7 blessings. Sheva Brachot. 7 is the most holy number in Jewish tradition, and each blessing accentuates and builds the theme of holiness through the use of the fruit of the vine, which reminds us of life's sweetness and provides emotional uplift, through a message about creative energies present everywhere and always, through the wonderment we feel in our very humanness, through gratitude for our sexual nature that lets us reach out and find completion in another, through acceptance of our historical and renewed connection with Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, through Edenic aspiration, the desire to get ourselves back to the garden and the purity of life at its most naturally fulfilling, and through the experience of sharing our joy and creating a communal atmosphere in which joy can flourish and increase. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shakol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et Adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem demut avnito v'itkin lo mimenu binyan adeyad. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam. Sos tasis v'tagel ha'akara b'kibbutz banea l'tocha b'simcha. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach Tzion b'vanea. Sameach tesamach re'im ahovim kesamechacha yetzircha b'gan Eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach chatan v'chala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'chala. Gila rina titza v'chedva ahava v'achava v'shalom v'reut. Meher Adonai Eloheinu yishama b'Yehuda ובחוצות ירושלים כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה כל מזהלות חתנים מחופתם ונרים ממשתה נגינתם ברוך אתה אדוני משמח חתן עם הכלה. Now it's your turn to drink. Wine is a symbol of joy and sweetness. May the joys that you have found in each other's presence continue. May the sweetness remain to touch your lives with its reminder of God's blessings and love. Tracey and David, you've known each other for so long. So over time, through the natural rhythm of work, family, and friendship, finding each other became as simple as looking up, seeing the other's face, nodding with a smile and saying, yes, we love each other, and of course we belong together. So many marriages begin on a note of anxious, discordant uncertainty and second guessing, bound up with the fact that on their wedding day, the couple don't really know each other. But your marriage begins with the melody, line, even now fully, confidently, and joyfully developed, the harmonic accents and sweet orchestral arrangements in place. Tracey, you referred to your relationship's timeless quality, arising from empathy, eagerness to pay attention to the other's feelings, interests, and needs. If in the course of a long marriage, wife and husband can learn how to do those things, it's a success. Since you're starting with that sense of affinity in place, your marriage can only increase from strength to strength. David, where Tracey said this moment was always built into the course of events and just waiting for them to catch up with where things naturally are, you made the assertive declaration that finding Tracey was your life's mission. Both actively searching for love and receiving your beloved with patient trust, you have found common cause as soulmates who stand in equal partnership, face to face, in mutual admiration, and shoulder to shoulder in turning outward to ease the planet's sufferings, heal its wounds, and repair its wrongs. Helping each other out in your effort to help others with small things along the way. Over the course of 20 years of joining forces to support clients facing their struggles, you recognize how the two things, altruistic commitment and heart's desire, work hand in hand, how the pulse of affection between you ripples out into the community and wider world and fans into a rainbow of love, knowing you're blessed to be part of these people's, your clients' journeys, incites self-reflection that inspires socially conscious endeavor. This chuppah under which you're standing with me, a representative of the community that you seek to boost and that in turn confirms and lifts up the sacredness of your bond. This chuppah symbolizes synchronicity between your personal and professional lives, the partnership between your two souls, a token of engagement on a larger public scale. David, you put it well in reflecting on Tracey's comment about affirmation you've received from mutual friends when you said, it reinforces that there is a resonance, something bigger than the two of you. You called your adventure in love a metamorphosis. There's a sweet, humane logic to the way something good becomes better as the goodness grows, spreads out, embraces more life. Family is central to your understanding of that bigger picture, the connection with humankind as a whole. The starting point in terms of family is your parents. I know that each of you loves and admires your parents. Tracey, the deep tenderness and care your parents have for each other is something you emulate in how you relate to David. And David, your reverence for your mother and for the memory of your father is pivotal to your identity and values. I see how you've come to cherish each other's parents, as the other's parents cherish you in turn. They help you name what was in your hearts. When, during that visit to Tracey's parents' house, her mother asked, or rather told you point blank, David, so you're gonna get hitched. Tracey was surprised, shocked at the unceremonious candor of the remark, but it was a reasonable thing for Gloria to say since the two of you had known the answer anyway before a word was said. It had been an unspoken assumption for some time. The encouragement has been reciprocal. Tracey, the way David's mother warmed to you and you gave her comfort when she really needed it, set the tone for kinship founded in caring and the constant reassuring exchange of kindness. And then there are your children. They are foremost in your minds and at the very center of your marriage. You told me you see your parental mission as never complete but always in progress. And you look to each other for advice and encouragement to help you be the best parents you can be. The question, how I can help the children grow, being your number one concern. And kids, by the way, your parents never stop being your parents. And you bring different strengths to parenting. David softens your style, Tracey. Tracey broadens your outlook and sharpens your awareness, David, with her wisdom that is so expansive and thoughtful. Those 7 beautiful, bright stars constantly offer you, the parents, new insights, and you feel absolute devotion to these beautiful human beings, +1, ranging in age from 12 to 29. The age differences of these amazing children signifying just how varied the colors of experience are in this family spectrum. To complete that rainbow, a diverse list of guests, other relatives, good friends, and community members from different aspects of your lives is here. Your chuppah's canopy covers a broad range of human interest. You're pitching as wide a tent as you can. Like Avraham Avinu's tent, with entrances, a feeling of welcome on all sides. No step relatives, but only connections and intersections forming organically. Each successive interaction a chance for new growth. So, was the actual rainbow you stood under when you got engaged a divine hint that this is Beshert? Well, supposing so, the blossoming and fruit bearing are still in your hands. You yourselves will decide how your marriage evolves. After Noah stepped out of the ark and saw the rainbow, he planted a vineyard. New growth. If we're fortunate, we're graced with wisdom and strength to turn our gifts into what they can become, and thereby see beyond ourselves to the next generation. Your wedding vows are at the same time more than a promise for the future. They're a reminder of a life, the life you have together, already beautifully formed. Here and now, romance and reality converge. A love that is both understandable and unfathomable. So how did it come about? You spoke, David, of how there has been plenty of life lived along the way, and both of you had your share of travail in terms of health and well-being. Your idealism is in tune with realism based on what you know firsthand. So you don't take your life and its comforts for granted. What you've learned from your work makes you confront mortality and disability on a daily basis, and reminds you to appreciate with compassion how life can change, be open to change, and to live life to the fullest with gratitude and humility. What your parents gave you, you accept with gratitude. What your children teach you is precious beyond compare. You've reached a turning point. The second half of your lives is rolling out like the klafim, the parchment pages of a Torah scroll. Tracey, you stated it in progressive terms as recreating what it means to create a Jewish life together. And David, you expressed it in classic terms as a shared understanding of from where we come and how we end our days. Either way you say it, both of you get it. You said, something was waiting for us. We just didn't know it was each other. And now, here you are. On extraordinary, unique occasions of joy, we add another special blessing. Please, everyone, join with me in the Shehecheyanu blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'giyanu lazaman hazeh. Blessed are you, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all worlds, who kept us alive and sustained us and brought us to this time. The ancient tradition of breaking a glass at a Jewish wedding has many symbolic associations. The custom goes back to our people's memory of Jerusalem's destruction and longing for the wholeness of life that the Holy Temple symbolically embodied. But we can extend the metaphor to help us think about the fragility of life that you know so well, the delicacy of human feelings that you cherish, the preciousness of the marriage bond itself. Indeed, our relationships need to be secured with great tenderness. So may this, just a bit of broken glass, be the worst catastrophe that happens on your wedding day and, God willing, throughout your years of marriage together.
Ready?
Yes.
2. I did, yes.
one to understand my ups and downs.
If you please focus your attention towards our house area there, we'd like to begin. Actually, before we have you do that, there are two very important people we need to recognize right here in our tented area, and that would be our parents of the bride. And let's give a huge round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Harry and Gloria Myers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you focus your attention up towards our house, let's get a very big round of applause as we introduce Zoe Sondick, Samantha Sondick, Serena Feingold, Gabriella Feingold. Let's make some noise for Jacob Sondick. Let's hear it for Jesse Feingold. We also have Jacob Feingold, accompanied by Mayu Ichimori.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated. Ironic, I gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she loved me and she been waiting, been fighting hard for your love and I'm running this.
Next we have Lewis Paulson as well.
You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go, left foot, right foot, levitating.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to ask you all to please rise if you're not already standing, as we introduce to you once again as a married couple. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tracey Myers and David Feingold.
This is gonna be the best day of my life. This is gonna be the best day of my
Once again, folks, a very big round of applause for the two of them. And you may be seated and make yourselves comfortable once again, because as I mentioned before, at this time, David and Tracey will join in their first dance together as husband and wife.
You place the flowers in the vase that you bought today. Staring at the fire for hours and hours while I listen to you play your love songs all night long. For me, only for me. Come to me now, to me rest your head for just 5 minutes. Everything is done. Such a cozy windows are illuminated by the evening sunshine through the fiery gems for you, only for you. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard, now everything is easy 'cause of you. And la 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 la. be so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you. And I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a huge round of applause for David and Tracey's first dance together as husband and wife. And at this time, we'd like to invite David and Tracey to their sweetheart table. We'd like to invite our wedding party members, our family members, back to their tables as well.
So we want to thank you all so very much for coming today. Some very close and some very far. We have people here from so many different periods of our lives together, from work and from family. And so we're so honored to be here. We thank Don Fish, who gave us this beautiful land to have this wedding at, and ice cream later, the best. So thank you again for coming, and we look forward to having a great time this afternoon.
It's great to be around so many people who are friends and family and make us all feel great and at home. We're so glad you were able to be here.
All right.
So, first, oh gosh, okay. My friends put bets I was gonna cry. It's probably gonna happen. I'm letting you know, it happens. So, my mom got married. Leave me alone. Okay. So first off, I want to thank everyone near and far. Echo my mom's sentiment. Celebrate my mom and Dave's big day. I'll never forget the first night we met Dave. I know these two remember it. I remember telling Josh, I was like, oh, I'm gonna end up meeting this guy on Thanksgiving break. Sure enough, I did. And we're on the way to Market Grill. Zoe's chilling in the back, listening to AirPods. Sammy and my mom are chatting it up, and I'm in the back like anxiety through the roof because I was nervous. I mean, you'd think no one's good enough for your mom, so I was like, oh, Dave has high expectations, and I quickly gained my composure, and meeting Dave changed all that quickly. At dinner, like it always is, you had to hear coveted stories, problems, difficulties of the Sonic children, and it was evident that he was listening to any nonsense that was coming out of my mouth, whether it's random sports facts or political facts or just anything that comes out of my mouth during the day. The amount of joy that you two create for each other is clear, like little things. Like mom outdoing herself with dinner every night, or mom's classic, now classic, come on, David A. Dave's willingness to have an impact on our lives, whether that's listening to any problems, fixing literally anything, and who could forget begging my mom to give me more money? Always works out. I want to thank you, Dave, for coming into our lives, and most importantly, oh gosh, my mom's life. There's nothing more in this world that I want than seeing my mom happy and in love with someone she can build a life with. With the strong love and support my mom shows towards everyone in her lives, everyone here and us. I know there's nothing Dave wouldn't do to see you smile, and that united us four pretty quickly. Seeing her more happy every day has shown me how silly it was that I was so nervous before that first dinner. I'm so thrilled that you two get to spend the rest of your lives together, continuing to grow and push each other to be the best person you can be. Congratulations again. I love you both very much.
Okay, normally I am not this sappy, but I will make an exception this time. Yeah, sorry about that. I want to tell a story that to me is the true essence of their relationship. A few months ago, I was eating dinner, and when Dave first took his first bite, he said, "Tracey, you've outdone yourself." Now, naturally, I was surprised because the food it didn't taste that good. Sorry, Mom. But then I noticed that at every single dinner, he would always say, "Tracey, you've outdone yourself." At first, I thought it was annoying. Sometimes I still do. But then I realized that this relationship never had a honeymoon phase. Their relationship is honest and genuine. They're partners in life, in the kitchen, and they're also singing partners. Whether it's choosing a Beatles song to sing or choosing a slightly different sauce for the chicken, you guys are always on the same page. I want to thank you, Mom, for choosing this person. A person who is kind and generous and someone who buys us junk food. I am so happy for you both. So, Mom and Dave, you have both outdone yourself on choosing each other. Congratulations.
Okay, hello. Third from the Sonic Children. So first of all, I want to thank you all for being here today and joining us on this beautiful day. First off, I love sitcoms. They're a childhood comfort, they're full of easy moments and forgiveness and laughing off pain. And they gave me this idea of what love is supposed to look like. Silly fights and huge proposals and of course the big kiss. But that all changed when I realized what my mom and Dave have. Every day I watch Dave go out of his way to make my mom happy, do anything to make her smile. I've watched them both sacrifice for each other. I've watched them both be there for the hard moments, the ones that the sitcoms don't always cover. I've also watched him help to heal my family's wounds, and the gratitude and respect I feel for him for that is enormous. But more than anything, I see the way they look at each other. Like all the walls fell down, and existence isn't quite so troubling anymore. So welcome, Dave, to a boisterous, loving, sitcom addled crew that is incredibly thankful for your calm strength and ability to fix any problem a 17-year-old girl might have. And to my beautiful, strong, and funny mother, thank you for raising me to understand that women can be powerful and unapologetically successful, and that all we must do in this world is find someone that helps shine a spotlight on that strength without ever trying to take it away. And to you both for bringing a big family together in the midst of forces far beyond our control. It brings me great happiness to think of all the moments we've had and all the moments yet to come. To all of the Thanksgivings, 6 a.m. elections, birthday cakes and college discussions, to all of the episodes of The Crown, Fish Family Farm ice cream, and decoding 7th grade boy drama. To all of life's messiest and scariest moments spent with family. I love you both, and I am so proud to bear witness to your love and to be your daughter. So please join me in raising a toast to the happy couple. Thank you. Who's next, Jesse?
I'm next.
Excellent. How about you?
Well, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's gorgeous. We're so happy to be here. And I wrote you guys a poem dedicated to your life together. It's called Hourglass. And as I sit by this fire, the cold of the surrounding winter will fade. We cannot always hold on to each moment, but keep the solace of that beauty nonetheless. And the scarlet warmth of remembering autumn will carry us through. And as I look at you, the spring breeze holds finer hints of marigold and roses. Your eyes mirror their sweetness, your smile shines a gentle warmth, and the iron bite of remembering winter will keep us holding close. And as our days grow longer, the sands that hold our memories seem to mimic the summer sands beneath our feet. We will watch deep wine waves wash away to leave clear shores, and the pale blush of remembering spring will hold our peace. And as we fill our home, the laughter of autumn will ring and be held within jagged grains of wood. And over time they will sigh them back into still air when moments of silence pass through. And the golden light of remembering summer will bring us ever more joy. I wish for you, Dad and Tracey, a beautiful lifetime of every kind of moment. I'm so happy to see your happiness. I love you both. Cheers.
One more. Just one more. Sorry. Okay, I am gonna put this down. Firstly, I just wanted to say to my step siblings, thank you for all of those beautiful words. It was really wonderful to hear a little bit more about your experience getting to spend more time with this beautiful couple. And hi, Asher. Just really excited to get to know you all better. Dad and Tracey, it brings me so much joy to be here today celebrating you both. Dad, it is wonderful to be sharing this day with you and to watch you come into yourself more and more as every year passes. It's a lesson. It turns out we never stop growing and changing, and also that it is never too late to alter your life fundamentally. That kind of fundamental shift opens a doorway into which anything unexpected can walk. Even something as unexpected as an old friend and colleague you've known forever, who invites you to dinner to talk shop, someone whose familiar smile starts to look new and different to you. Sometimes when we talk on the phone, Dad, you say that you can hear my happiness, or sometimes lack of it, in my voice. You say, it sounds like you're doing well. I can hear it today. I can hear happiness and peace in your voice, Dad. I can see it in the way you smile, more than I've ever seen you smile before Tracey came into your life. In Tracey, you find a stability of self. The two of you seem to have a joined way of walking through the world with so much forethought and energy. The way you travel together, build a home together, support each other's endeavors, both in work and in life, and the way you deeply care about your children. I can see how you strengthen each other and bring more energy into your life together. For some reason, we humans all seem to begin life thinking we should be able to expect anything. It's only later that we come to understand that the unexpected is in fact the norm, and it's quite unusual for things to go as planned. None of us could have expected the changes that have shifted both of our families over the last few years. Those changes have also shifted what family means, which can be difficult on the one hand, but can also bring new opportunities on the other. Opportunities for new sources of love and connection, for family to mean something open, welcoming, and warm to anyone who may walk through that door. Please join me in raising a glass to David and Tracey. May you live long, healthy, happy lives together, full of magic and ease and peace and family. Mazel tov.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, I hope you saved enough champagne in your flute as we join in a toast with our father of the bride, Harry.
Good afternoon, everybody. As self-appointed patriarch and matriarch of this festive gathering, Gloria and I extend our heartfelt greetings. We're so glad that you could spend the day with us. We are very pleased to meet Dave's wonderful and fine family. We are also pleased that in Dave, we get free medical consultation whenever needed. Whenever Dave and Tracey look at each other, there's a feeling of love, respect, wisdom, and contentment in their eyes. Now, there is love at first sight, and there is love that develops after knowing the other person for 20 or more years. And you know what? Both kinds work. Dave, we love the way you have embraced with your new family, and they with you. You're a warm, caring person. Tracey is indeed very fortunate to have found you. Of course, you too are very lucky. Tracey's a good egg. She's a very good egg. Now, like all couples, Dave and Tracey are alike in some ways, and they're different in others. Dave is careful, methodical, he thinks things through, while Tracey is impulsive. As we used to say when she was younger, Tracey, you're quick. You have the ability to laugh at and with each other. Enjoy these differences. I think that's what makes your relationship very special. You don't need any advice from me or anybody else, but here's my 2 cents worth anyway. Don't ever change. Enjoy the day, everybody. L'chaim.
Thank you, Dad. Good job. You did good.
Once again, folks, if I can please grab your attention, we have a very special live performance planned this evening, folks. So once again, if we can please grab your attention, we're going to pass the microphone over to Dave.
Tracey's name is so fitting and beautiful. And, my love for you is so much that if I could have written this song, I would have, but it was 1969 when this was written. So as soon as we're good.
Tracey, when I'm with you, something you do bounces me off the ceiling. Tracey, day after day, when you're this way, I get a loving feeling. Come with me, please don't say no. Hold me close, Tracey, never let go. Tracey, you're the lucky, happy one. I'll build a world around you, filled with love everywhere. And when you're there, you'll be so glad I found you. Come with me, don't stay low. Hold me close, Tracey, never, never, never let me go. Tracey, never let me go.
So, true fact, I was named after that song. My mother heard that song and loved it and said, I'm going to name you Tracey. Yes, so. And I say that all the time and it drives my kids crazy. So, anyway, oh, that was lovely.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please give David a
this time, Tracey and her father will join in and dance together. Let's give a very big round of applause for them.
Sleepy dreams under padded. Carry you gently, tuck you in tight. Wouldn't wanna wake you, you're dreaming big dreams tonight.
this time, we'd like to invite David, our groom, to join the floor with Tracey's mother, Gloria. Let's give a big round of applause for the two of them, folks.
Dancing in circles, my toes on your feet. Anywhere that I go, I'll carry a piece of
And at this time, we'd like to have Tracey join David and Harry join Gloria.
It's hard to let go, but little morning, something bottled, something blue, something old, something new. You've got it all, my dear, you've got it, and it's hard to let go, but
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very big round of applause for Tracey, her dad, David, Tracey's mother.
We were beaming. We did not leave each other's side because we didn't
mistake of
try to race
because go through life close to the one you love. Always be okay.
And we wanted to have fun. We're fun.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your friends and family?
This was such a, it's a book about them, you know, just having everyone come together, and we're very grateful to have our children here, my parents, siblings.
Is there anything you'd like to add that I have not asked?